Okay. So I have just started the recording, and let us go ahead and start our module for today. That is storage services.
So is this a recorded video, right? Why, like, I don't know why, like, it just plays slow and it just stops, it stops.
Is
I
it
have
for
to,
everyone? Did you download it first?
I just play. I didn't download it. I
Yeah,
just
so
play. Is
that's the
it,
thing. You need to download it. You need to download it first, and then it will play full-fledged.
yeah, whenever I download, it just giving the audio. It didn't play the video. Maybe, yeah, I think I have to use the new because that's a little old laptop.
Mm-hmm.
SP. And whenever I try download it, just do direct download, it just play the audio, not the video.
Okay. Is it with everyone like Anup, Mukund, Ujjwal?
I'm good.
Okay, Anup. It's okay with Anup. How about the rest of us? Rajan, Mukund, Ujjwal. Yeah. So the idea is to download it first. So make it a complete download, and then after that, you can watch it.
Yeah, I downloaded it. Yeah, I'm running good.
Okay.
So are you keeping this for even after you done our class, or are you gonna remove, you can delete, and you may have to use
No,
this
no, it
recording?
will be permanent. It will be there. So it will be there. I have purchased the monthly subscription from Dropbox. So I pay every month to Dropbox just to buy the permanent storage. So it will be there. Do not worry about that. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, just like when I check the air and everything is fine in video. There is no any problem
Okay.
because I have 1 hour 13 minutes for the video recording,
Uh-huh.
and the video was just like ended in the you explain about the what is a user ID for EC2 dash user.
Uh-huh.
So video was ended in EC2 dash user for that official site.
Yeah, even I had the same problem, and I think who sent me the full video?
Yeah.
I think Anup sent me the full complete link, because whatever I got yesterday or he sent us, that wasn't like complete video. It was like I don't know why somebody get complete video, somebody get only the uncompleted. Because
Uh-huh.
Did you get this page for the elastic.com?
I only get till the run is the running instance,
Can you
the command line, and
no, no, how much the total time of the video? 1 hour.
I didn't check the duration, but I only get till the launching the instance and the security group and the subset or subnet. Yeah, I only get till the subnet.
That's it.
Yeah.
Did you get the just like a launching instant for EC2 dash CLI?
No. I only get till the sub. No, I think that was from the next video. Only I think the image ID. till
So I
image.
think you can download the video and then you're gonna check the video was just like 1 hour 13 minutes or not. If not, something problem in your just like your browser or something problem in your computer.
Yeah, I think. All right. I think yes. Yeah. There are. I think yeah. Okay. Start class. We'll
Okay.
check that later.
All right, no problem. So let's get started with today's class. The agenda for today is module 3, that is storage services and AWS CLI. So AWS CLI we completed it yesterday, and today we are going to look into storage services. All right. So we are here on the module number 3. So let's get started with it. Earlier we have understood till now the concept of AMI, security groups, key pairs, and we have talked about shared and dedicated tenancy. We also talked about elastic network interface, and we also discussed public IP versus elastic IP. So these all topics have been covered so far. Now in this module, the agenda will be to discuss what used to be some storage methods few years from now, few years back, what used to be the storage methods, that is traditional storage. Then what were the disadvantages of traditional storage? We will discuss about how the cloud storage looks like. We will talk about what all services AWS has got to offer when it comes to storage. Then we will talk about different storage options like Elastic Block Store, Amazon S3, Dropbox uses Amazon S3. Then we will talk about Amazon Glacier. So Glacier is less frequently accessed storage, which is very cheap. Then we will talk about Snowball and Storage Gateway. Command line interface has already been discussed. Okay, so please keep yourself on mute if you are not speaking. Okay, and so there are two types of storage. One is volume and the other one is vault. So what is the difference between the two? Volume is like you have in your laptop, you have the storage in the form of folders, you create the various folders and you feed the data in. But what is vault? So vault follows the concept of buckets. It has got some buckets and in buckets you store the object. So vault is much bigger in size and you store the data for a longer period. Okay, so volume is like your traditional volume that you use in your laptop or desktops, and vault is something the one that we store the data into the cloud. So these are some traditional methods like before cloud we used to store the data in our hard disk and in single storage disk. RAID, we must have heard about RAID and mirroring technology. And but when cloud came into picture, the concept of vault came, and we now started storing the data in hard disk drives, which are much faster. Okay, so tier 0 and tier 1 were traditional storage, and tier 2 and tier 3 are the modern storage, that is cloud based storage. Okay, so that is the concept with the I'm sorry, with volume and vault. Now these are some disadvantages of traditional storage to the cloud. So you have to pay extra charges. It's not based on pay as you go model. Okay, and some backup security issues are there. So now these, in order to overcome the traditional storage, there are some solutions which are offered by cloud. Like it is based on pay as you go model. Data encryption, you can encrypt your data, then you can backup and archive the data. The speed is very fast. Okay, and the easy migration of data, you can migrate the data from your data center to the cloud so that you can create a hybrid kind of storage. So the cost is like in traditional you had to purchase the hardware stuff, which is quite expensive, but in cloud you really need not to go with the hardware stuff. So let us now discuss what is cloud storage. So cloud storage comes with certain benefits like pay as you go model. You only pay for the services that you use. Monthly rates are there. It is available globally. Data is encrypted. It is backed up. So if in case of any data loss, you always have a backup. Okay, now so here is the difference between EBS and S3. What is EBS? So right now we were creating the instances, like we were creating the EC2 instance and Linux instance. So they were using EBS as the boot volume. Now what is the boot volume? Like every time you power on the laptop, there on your hard disk of the laptop, the operating system is loaded, right? So similarly in EC2 instances also, the operating system is loaded somewhere, or it comes as a cache for the time being, and it needs some storage. So what storage is that? That storage is called as EBS, or Elastic Block Store. Okay, and in S3 or Glacier, so EBS is best when it comes to raw unformatted block level storage and persistent storage, and S3 is suitable like if you have to share some movies with your friend, like I do on daily basis. I share the video recording after every class on Dropbox. Okay, so Glacier is long-term archive. Now this EBS has to be attached. EBS has to be used along with an EC2 instance. It cannot be standalone utilized. But there is no such issues with the S3 or Glacier. S3 can be used standalone and it can be accessed by multiple machines at a single point of time. But one EBS can be accessed by one machine at a given point of time. All right. So basically what happens, let me show you. So let us say we have a laptop, we have a server, virtual server. This is one virtual server. Now there is it's just like your laptop. There is a volume hard disk drive that comes attached, and there is one volume in the cloud called EBS or Elastic Block Store. This is EBS. Now let us say, God forbid, the laptop crashes or laptop falls from very high building. Then what would happen? This hard disk storage would also be corrupted. You would not be able to access the data. So that is called as ISB or instance store back volume. Okay, so this is not retrievable, but there is a volume in the cloud, like you have stored some data in S3 or Dropbox that is irrelevant of the machine, which is persistent. So even if the laptop crashes, you will still be able to access this EBS volume. So what you can do, you can detach it from here and you can plug it in another server or in another virtual environment. Okay, so this is another instance. You just detach it from here and you plug it in another virtual server. The only condition is this entire infrastructure has to be in the same availability zone. Like EBS is in availability zone 1, then this EC2 instance has already been got into availability zone 1. They cannot be in different availability zones. That's the only condition. EBS can be has to be like in the same availability zone as the EC2 instance. That's the only condition. All right, any questions till now? Please let me know.
All good.
Okay, so
No questions right now.
all right.